Alright guys, been waiting to put this video out for a long time. This is the V-Modest knockoff Echo 2511 review. I've cut a couple things with it, but not a whole lot, just tuning the carb and whatnot. So I will let you guys know what I think. I got a Oregon Speed Cut Nano chain on it from Sappy Supplies and Sprocket. So yeah, we got a bunch of down onlys today. We're doing some limbs over houses and some clean outs and then a couple removals. I'm gonna get up this tree and let you know what I think. This one's got some branches over the house and obviously like some decorative stuff going on down here, so it's gonna have to get rigged out. Oh God, what is that? Good thing it's not a removal. There's about 85 nails in this thing. I already missed the fixed loop from my Husqvarna climbing saw, but that's all right. Had to get used to throwing the carabiner back on that thing, on the saw hook. It is really light though. I love how light it is. It's not a 10-pound saw anymore. Pretty dang good. I gotta rig out all these branches over the house, so I'm gonna go up, get the fluff off of there, get a good tie-in and come down. Then we'll start, you know, actually filling up the bar on this saw, seeing what it can do. I do like how gentle I can be with this thing though. My Husky just wants to eat everything alive. I do gotta remember, it's not gonna be like my Husky saw. It's like almost half the power, so I can't, you know, expect it to do the same things. Although I'd really like a light saw that has as much power as that 540. I gotta judge it appropriately. I'm thinking this is probably the last branch I'll take, the last big one, so go up like 6-7 feet above that, find a good live branch to throw my rope around, set up the rigging line, and then come back down and start from the bottom, go back up to it. Finally, my hand's starting to heal. I had 4 stitches in my hand from pulling my broadhead arrow out of my bow target like a dummy. So it's really nice to be full capacity again. I'm working with Patriot Tree Care today. Lyle, the owner, he's a good friend of mine, but one of the best employers I've ever worked for sure. Super laid back, but also will definitely get on you if you aren't doing things right, which is good. I mean, it's never a bad thing to strive for production and safety in that order. Just kidding. Yeah, there's a couple more trees you can hear. Johnny's over there, Stone's over there. I'm just gonna, once I'm done here, I'm gonna round a good healthy branch and the trunk. I'm gonna swing over and get all the duff out of that one after I'm done lowering this stuff, and then hopefully swing over that one too. But when I'm putting my rope up, the corner of the roof and house is right there. So if I put the rope going this way, coming down this way, everything's just gonna have to fit in between the trunk and the roof. So I'm gonna put the rope going around this side, coming down this way. There's a little more space on that end. You'll see it when I get down there. Kind of want to go over this one, but it's a good bit of friction. I think I will. There's not a lot going on left underneath that. I could put a block, and I probably will be back close to being up here, but in case I only have to do those lower couple, there's no point in setting up something I got to come back up and get. I'm really excited to show you guys this saw. It's the, I think I said it before, it's the V-Modest 25cc chainsaw on eBay. I'll put a link in the description, but I mean, it's pretty funny. So far, I mean, I've used it a couple times off camera obviously, and so far it seems okay. I don't know if it has quite as much power as the Echo. It might be, I know the motor's the same size, but everything's kind of crafted a different way, so it just I don't know, it's definitely Chinese, that's for sure. love that I can do stuff like that with it. The Husky will just kind of, I don't know, it could hit something and knock itself up. It's a little uncontrolled, especially, you know, cutting close to your life support, I guess you will. But I definitely like that. I mean, you shouldn't cut that close to your flip line, but I definitely like that you can, you know, that course, I don't know if I'd call it coarse, but that chain on the Husqvarna, it's, you know, bigger, wider chain, and I just feel like if it digs or catches or hops, it's just a lot more likely to happen to cut a flip line or something with that saw than it is to cut with the Echo. I mean, that thing, it doesn't scoot through branches necessarily, but it gets the job done, I feel like, especially for stuff like this. If I was doing a removal with pretty thick branches, I'd probably take my Husqvarna 540. But, you know, limbs and stuff, I'll try it in some wood for you guys today. Obviously, that's got to be a part of the video. But for now, till we get some wood on the ground, I'll be cutting branches for you. That Husky would have ate that rope apart, I tell you for sure. I didn't do a single thing to it with this thing. I think the 325 chain definitely helps though. I think it comes with like a 3/8 low profile chain or something, and it's, you know, you got to find the balance of what the saw will run and efficiency as well. Because if you put too big of a chain or too long of a bar, I got a 12-inch bar on this thing, it just won't run good. I'm really digging it so far though. It is nice to have two saws, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go for, at least as far as my thoughts now, I'd probably go for like a 194 if I could only have one climbing saw. But you guys can see what I was talking about. If I had the rope coming down this side on the lead end, I'd have about 4-foot gap to get through the roof and the tree. But with this, on this side, I got piles of room. I will max the bar out, of course, but for right now, this is what we got. Made it through pretty good. I noticed it came with these little dogs, which definitely helped, but if you're just cutting with the tip, I can tell it doesn't want to dig. I keep comparing it to the Husky, I shouldn't, but you know, even to other climbing saws, 194, 201. I'm not a fan of that 150, but still, it's like my least favorite climbing saw of all time, other than like the 435i Husky. That thing sucks. Thing's a little ripper. The people I know that also have these is there's an issue with it. The on-off switch seems to be hit or miss. Mine still works, but the saw is small enough when I'm cutting, I can reach back here and just hit the choke and kill it. It's really nice with one hand, which is super cool. I did have some carburetor issues in the beginning, but just with tuning and breaking it in and letting it get warm, none of that's been an issue after that. My only issue is if you need to cut through a, you know, decent sized branch before it peels down, is that I don't think it'll do that, but that's why they make snap cuts. This branch will be a nice little test for this saw. Pretty good. I think that'll probably be the last branch I take. And then this stub here, I thought I'd go a little higher, but these things are starting to look pretty healthy and not hazardous. This one's pretty good size, about half the bar. It's a 12-inch bar, so I don't know, I'd say that's probably 5.5 inches. Not bad. I didn't think I'd like a saw with this low amount of horsepower, but I'm actually becoming a pretty big fan. All right, this cedar's a removal, so this will be a good test of what this saw can do and how long it'll truly last. It's only about a, I don't know, 40-foot cedar, but I'll get into some wood with it. Kind of struggled with that one. Really gave it the beans. Bogging out on it. Pretty dang good. I'm going kind of balls to the walls with this thing, and it's holding up nicely. See if I can do this whole tree on a tank of gas. I really hope so. That'd be a huge drawback if I couldn't do this little cedar on a tank of gas. I could take a pretty big top here, but that wouldn't really be a good representation of the gas tank on this thing. So I'm gonna probably take it like right up there where it gets really small and ugly. The customer wants 10-foot log, or as big as we can, I think, log. So I'm gonna leave this little nub there so I can rappel off of it. Pretty good place to take a top. See how much gas I got. Wasn't cutting that long. I should have. Oh my. There was a lot of branches on that, but I probably got maybe one log that I can take with what's left in the tank. That's not super amazing. I was kind of going ham, but that's not amazing. Low. There we go. All right, I'm coming down and I'm gonna just cut this whole thing. That didn't do bad. If that was a fir tree. What up, dude? What up, bro? If that was a fir tree, I definitely was either wasting a ton of gas or a ton of time, but it's not bad. All right, that was all pretty soft wood, so I found some maple here to get into for you guys. I'm gonna start off small and go big, and then I got a little surprise. Stone has a 150 and we're gonna race. But here's a fresh tank of gas with the maple. 21.7 seconds. All right, let's see how Stone does. All right, Stone has a 14-inch bar on his quarter pitch chain on his 151.
151, pretty much stock except the exhaust. 20.67. Ooh, that could be so close.
I think I could take the rakers down on my saw though, because it wasn't bogging down at all or getting caught up. So I think I'll take the rakers down maybe for another video, but we're trying to get out of here. So that is that for the Echo, the knockoff Chinese $140 Echo review. And the 151 held up. I'm not a big fan of that saw, but
I like it, but
it's okay. I will say though, I think for the price difference in $140 versus, I think the one, how much does a 150 go for? $860, 700 something dollars. It's more expensive than a 194, and that has actually 2 less cc's than this, but I'll get the chain dialed in. It's a fresh out of the box chain, but I mean, for the price difference, that's unbeatable.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.